Mighty mitochondria. We are connecting in the superconscious field of information to help your brain get a more clear understanding of the rewiring that we are asking for. In this attunement, we are talking about the cell danger response. We are talking about the mitochondria. And we're talking about this 3-stage healing process of moving from threat to a little more safety and then back into the world again. As we begin the attunement, I want you to think about what threat has been alive in your psyche. What threat of the body are you not perceiving that your body can resolve on its own? And do you believe that the body even has a wisdom to complete this cell danger response cycle? Remember, it's the change in voltage that moves the cell from one stage of cell danger response to another. So how can you increase that voltage, that vibration, that frequency, and interpret that new frequency as good and safe and trustworthy? And trust what the body does as it starts to detoxify and repair. It might be a little uncomfortable. All right. So let's begin by coming into that beautiful heart and breathing a 5-second in and a 5-second out breath. Coming into this moment, nowhere to go, just be right here, right now, breathing in. And that's right, just letting go, allowing, being right here, right now. And this breathing into the heart. And imagine a line of light from your heart going down your body, down your legs, into the earth, and grounding your energy into the earth. And tending to ground right here, right now, into Mother Earth, connecting every cell of your body to Mother Earth frequency, connecting your mitochondria and its voltage, its frequency to Mother Earth frequency, to the Schumann's resonance, to the frequency of trust. Imagine the earth sending its frequency back into your body, up into your heart, just being connected to nature. And as you're in your heart, just imagine also being connected to the source, to divine intelligence, to whatever that is for you, just connecting in your heart to your body, to earth, to nature, to source, sending that signal to all of your cells. I am connected to the intelligence of nature, to the intelligence of the divine, to the intelligence in my DNA to resolve any protection response and move back into health. And if you would just give me permission to connect with your higher superconscious self by saying, I give permission. to connect to my higher superconscious self for the purpose of an attunement to decrease my sense of fear, uncertainty, and improve my sense of safety to allow my body's healing mechanisms to occur. Very good. Now let's begin this attunement by bringing a vision of your future self. This is the self, let's say it's 6 months from now, a year from now, where your body is in relief mode. You're relieved. Your cells are breathing again. Your mitochondria factory is alive and producing energy for thriving for purpose. So I would like for you to see yourself living your purpose. Just try to come up with something, some value, something you'd love to do. I'm at the track and I am running. I'm training for my first marathon ever. I'm strength training. I'm exercising on the grass. I'm grounding. I'm with one with nature. I have a self-care routine, a structured life that I love. I create books, I write, I create beautiful inspirational rocks, I draw. I'm happy. My body is aligned with my true self, perfect health, just as nature intended it. I'm driving anywhere, anytime, anywhere I want to go with anybody. I'm on adventures to the Grand Canyon, to different beaches, parks. I make the most delicious meals. I eat balanced. I found my purpose, helping humanity while tending to me first, giving of my best because I have my best to give. Finishing my mapping certification, taking my test, acing it, doing my mapping with such ease because I've learned it all. I become a successful map practitioner with ease. I make a living, an easy living at it. I travel, I visit my brother, my angel. I enjoy driving, flying, anywhere I gotta go, it's easy. Whatever kind of transportation I have to take, it's easy. And I give this image to my mitochondria. And what would it be like if your cells felt safe to thrive, to live? And there were clear instructions being sent to every cell of your body of what you want to live for. That they calm down the inflammation, the protection, that it's safe to live. And what does that feel like in your body when you're running a frequency of voltage of I'm safe to live and live my purpose? And I want to live my purpose. And any new purposes that begin to open up for me from this place of all possibilities where my body is limitless. Now just imagine a timeline where there is no limitation. And this is the future. Just for a moment, be willing to imagine you're free to live your purpose. And what would that feel on a cellular level? The relief that I get to do what I want. And I get to do things I love every day. And then just let it go. And now we're going to bring up what's been keeping you from that. What's been keeping your cells in protection and hiding from others, not communicating, guarding, expecting threat? What message maybe have you been sending, consciously or unconsciously, to instruct your nervous system to protect? Higher superconscious self, please bring the original event, the memory that is causing these cells to stay stuck in a threat response. It's all about memory structures. So what is the original event? The event. You can just listen to your higher self. Your higher self knows what memories to bring forward. You don't need to figure it out. What is keeping the cells stuck? It could be a memory from a long time ago when you were little. It could be a memory of getting sick, and you don't even need to remember this consciously. Superconscious higher self, please bring forward this memory file into the active experience. Open up this file and let's make edits. Let's show the limbic system that this is a memory that happened in the past. This is not happening now. And this memory is keeping the body stuck in threat. Maybe it's a group of memories. Superconscious higher self, please show the limbic system the difference between the past and the present, and that it's safe to let that memory go, and to see this new reality that it's time to heal. It's time to be free. It's time to move on. It's time for the war to be over. Superconscious higher self, please resolve, dissolve, rewrite, recode, repattern this memory in the highest and best way to be seen by the conscious adult. Main personality in a new way to be seen by the superconscious in a new way, the subconscious, and to send new signals to every cell of the body that the threat has passed. That was then. This is now. And it's now time to complete my healing process. It's time to believe my body has the intelligence to do this. Superconscious, do a massive change in history. and everything after that, including memories 1, 2, and 3. Breathe through your heart and just imagine sending a message of safety to every cell, to every mitochondria in your body. I'm safer and better off letting go of the past and letting this threat go, letting the diagnosis go, letting go of what happened, and trusting in my body's wisdom. That's right, just letting it go, allowing, connected to your breath, breathing into your cells, imagining yourself starting to open up and breathe just a little bit, expanding on the inhale, contracting on the exhale, expanding on the inhale, contracting on the exhale, breathing wider and wider. The mitochondria is raising the voltage. That's right. Just letting it go, turning that threat alarm down, turning the alarm down in your mind and your emotions, all the way down to yourself. We are okay. Even if things are imperfect in the body, I'm better off and safer getting out of threat mode, trusting the body's wisdom and resolving this infection, this toxin, this injury through relaxing and learning to live again. That's the message to send to every cell in your body over and over. That's the level 1 process in a nutshell. I'm safer and better off relaxing than being in fear and trying to figure it out. From there, we move into stage 2 of the cell danger response recovery process, where we start to rebuild or we start to live. And we start to create new habits, rebuilding. So as we move into the stage 2, I want you to think about what habits you need to create to start bringing in new life force into your mitochondria. What patterns? Maybe it's movement. Maybe it's eating differently. Maybe it's living your values every day. Maybe it's connecting with your loved ones. Higher superconscious self, please highlight the habit or way of living that would make the biggest difference in moving through the second stage of rebuilding. Make it conscious and bring it into the forefront. What do you need to do differently to begin sending signals of I am safe to rebuild? I am safe to live. It's time to start living. It's time to start being myself. It's time to start shifting that identity. It's time to live. Even though I feel imperfect, it's time to trust that my body can rebuild while I live. Higher superconscious self, please resolve and dissolve all resistance to this habit and choice. Help the conscious mind and the subconscious mind know that we are safer and better off choosing to do things to rebuild the body and live the values rather than staying in illness identity of protection, resolving all resistance all the way down to the cellular level. Teaching the cells it's safe to begin rebuilding, to letting go, letting the threat pass. Starting to move energy into every cell. Imagine your cells opening up portals to begin to receive nutrients, to begin to receive communication, and to begin to excrete toxins and let go of the past. See energy moving in and moving out of the cells. And the mitochondria signaling the safety of the mitochondria, beginning to get the factory back on board, beginning to make a little energy to thrive, to detox, to rebuild, to find purpose. So see yourselves breathing and moving energy in and out of the cells. As we do that, we start to move into communication with our neighboring cells. So imagine as we move into the third stage of the cell danger response, we start to move into the third stage, into communication with our neighbors. And the cells start to communicate with each other, allowing our voltage inside of our cells to still change and shift, coming back into the open heart communication, community sending signals to other cells. Hey guys, it's time to start to live. Again, sending signals to the liver, to the gut, to the brain, to the skin, to the kidneys, to the heart, to all organs of the body. It's time to come back into coherence. It's time to live. It's time to fly. It's time to thrive. And this is done in community through cooperation, through communication. And as you see this vision inside your body, as you see your life force starting to flow through your body, to all your cells, how can you live in community externally and begin to give back, begin to mentor others, to be involved, begin to signal safety to your loved ones? How can you begin to do this in an external way? See yourself doing that now. Emerging back into the world, moving energy in and out of your heart, receiving and giving, energy expanding. This is how I heal. By choosing to come back into love and into purpose, step by step, bit by bit. Higher self, please bring forward any parts, any memories, and any resistant personalities inside our psyche that are afraid to come back into connection, that are afraid of rejection, that are afraid of being misunderstood, that are afraid of being invalidated for being sick at all. Bring those aspects forward and take them off for an attunement on a subconscious and unconscious level, letting all of these aspects of the psyche know that we are better off and safer coming back into community, because that is how we get our health back fully. We're better off and safer navigating the complexities of relationship, because that is how we get our health back. We're better off and safer learning the lessons of love with our health and our heart wide open than in protection, attuning all levels of the psyche to this three-stage response of moving from threat into calm, into the safety of rebuilding and the safety of coherent community connection. So bring to mind your initial vision of your future. See yourself now that you have started from the beginning of this practice, the future self that's in coherence, that's thriving, that's living the purpose. See yourself living this purpose and imprint this frequency into every cell of your body. I am waking up with an abundance of energy. I get dressed with ease and flow, and I go for my morning walk around the loop. I'm up to 2 laps now. And it's so easy. I come back inside the house and I make me something to eat. I finish my mapping certification and I begin to create courses online. I begin to learn the programs that I need to learn. To create the proper channels for my work to be seen. I work with like-minded people who are ready for this kind of change. And it comes so easy because they're ready. I go shopping at the stores. Me, Frank, and Paula. We go on adventures to the Grand Canyon, the beach, and different areas. Laughing, smiling, having fun. We live in a beautiful home. I go for my afternoon track walk, training daily, taking care of my body through what I eat, good nutrition. I go anywhere I want, anytime I want, with anybody. The instant we want to go, it feels so good. If I want to drive across country to go to Texas, I do. If I want to drive to go visit my friend Annie Trujillo, I learn the way and I drive there. Sometimes Frank takes me, sometimes I go alone. Sometimes Paula and I go together. All possibilities. I travel anywhere I want to go. I have fun in life. And I balance it perfectly. As nature intended it with my business that I create, that I've created, which allows me to make a beautiful living off of it. It's so easy. I love my life. I love my day-to-day. I start my mornings, my days, my afternoons with gratitude and appreciation, remembering how I got here, continuing to do the work, leveling up in the work that I do, helping many people, guiding them with ease, and they do the work. I'm just a simple guide. I don't carry on people's energies anymore. I'm not trying to fix anyone. The business is around happiness, joy. My life is with Frank and Paula. Love, family, relationships, my brother, my daughter Angel. And letting all of these aspects of the psyche know that we are better off and safer coming back into community. Because this is how we get our life back fully. We're better off and safer navigating the complexities of relationship. Because this is how we get our health back. We're better off and safer learning the lessons of love of our health and our heart wide open than in protection. Attuning all levels of the psyche to this 3-stage response of moving from threat into calm, into safety, rebuilding, and the safety of coherent communication through our community. And this is what we have to look forward to, seeing yourself living and thriving, living a life of trust, of living your values, and having completed this response of moving from threat into safety and into purpose. higher superconscious self, please continue to remodel all memories, all aspects of the psyche, of the subconscious and the unconscious that we are touched on today. Continue to send messages of safety to all cells, to all meridians, to all organ systems of how to move through this healing response, to remind the body what safety feels like, to remind the body how to rest and repair. Thank you. Thank you. And we're going to continue this, and we're going to be talking about our body and choosing to do something that we want to do when our body has a resistance pattern and a fear pattern about this thing. So I'm going to do an attunement. Have a goal of what you want to be able to do, but in the past your body had a bad experience and wasn't able to do that. Specifically, I use the example of choosing to do something that's going to bring you satisfaction, even though that experience might be bumpy, and the body might be a bit uncomfortable. And that's the difference between choosing and pushing, and getting to this point where you can start choosing more and more to do activities and have experiences that in the past you would have avoided, because you know that by choosing it, even if your body isn't perfect, and maybe even if there's a little bit of repercussion, the experience was worth that. You start teaching the body we can handle it, and we're going to get through it. And it's not that you're choosing these big things every single day, but from time to time when an opportunity comes in your life, you're able to handle that. So that's what this attunement is for. Continuing with the mighty mitochondria. And we're going to get started with that. So I want you to think of a choice that you desire to be able to do, and something that relates to your body's capacity to doing this choice. So bring this to your mind. Well, my choice is to begin running, to start driving further, and just being comfortable with these things. So, what is it that you choose to experience? What would be bringing you satisfaction and joy? What do you want? What opportunity have you been not taking, not allowing yourself to take because of the past? Just think about that choice. And what it feels like. What does it feel like? What would it feel like to be able to do that? It feels amazing to be able to drive anywhere, to finish my marathon, to get my business going. From the perspective of your superconscious higher self with primal trust, what does it feel about this choice? So get in touch with your higher self, full of primal trust, and see this choice. What is his perspective of this choice? The limitless part of you. What does it think about this choice? It thinks it's a great choice. So let's bring that to mind. Just being able to be independent again in every area of my life. And let's bring that to mind. And let's compare that to what to think about the memory timeline. The time in your memory where you stopped believing that you could do this or have this. What did that feel like? was that experience where you were a victim of not being able to do this particular thing, where you were suffering or restricted by your body, and just get in touch with the memory structure where you stop believing this was available to you. I believe this happened when I had severe anxiety, and it turned out that it was Hashimoto's, and that got healed. And the anxiety, anxiousness just always stayed there, making my world smaller and smaller. Maybe even before then, in childhood. And the part of you that I'm going to use the word victim was a victim of the inability to do this thing. The one that felt like their body may failed them, or they couldn't do it. What is that part of you? What does that part of you think of this choice right now? And just see the difference. Well, that part of me is scared. That part of me doesn't think that it's able to do these things. Same choice, two perspectives. Higher self, victim part. Same choice, two perspectives. See the difference? So there's some resistance to this part of going for this choice that your superconscious higher self wants. Well, that creates a dilemma, doesn't it? So let's try to work with that dilemma and see if we can't reduce the resistance to going to that choice. You are all right, because the resistance, it's all memory structure. And the memory structure informing you of what is possible. Okay? So let's connect with the higher self first by connecting to our heart center. Just breathing. A 5-second breath in. 5-second breath out. Exhaling all the way down. Connecting into the earth and breathing light from the earth all the way back into the heart. And breathing light from our heart off the top of our head up to central sun, a source to your higher superconscious self, and connecting light from source central sun all the way back down into your heart. We do this because this connects you to the part of you that is timeless, a part of you that is outside of time and space, this pillar of love and light. So just see a pillar of love, light running through your body to the earth. And just know that this frequency has all possibilities. It can rewrite all timelines. It can attract all possibilities into your future. And when you're wanting to shift beliefs or shift memory structures, we do it from this timeless sense of self, this connection to all possibilities, to the 0 point field. That's why you always want to connect into this before doing this work. All right. So what I'd like you to do is just remember that right now, this part of you that is connected to the superconscious part of you, it knows everything. It's a superconscious field. Superconscious is a field of consciousness that knows all memories, all information. It knows exactly how to rewire your brain, your memory structures, so your body can do whatever you want it to do. Can turn up or down epigenetic switches. We know this is true. We have the science of it. Can literally shift all biochemistry of the body. It's under your command. And it's wanting to know what you really want and why you want it. And if you decide to not be afraid of the past, if you decide to not be afraid of the past, and this is just a memory structure that you're willing to unlearn, those protective responses, your superconscious can create it. And if you decide to not be afraid of the past, and that it's just a memory structure, that you're willing to unlearn those protective responses. You are willing to unlearn those protective responses. Your superconscious can create it, and you can have the health and vitality capability. Many people have shifted from disease to health, and we're humans just like you, so you can do it too. It's possible. So if you would just give me permission to connect with your higher superconscious self. And I'm just speaking to the superconscious. And the superconscious is working directly with you. All right. So connected. All right. So I want you to start by seeing that choice of this unlimited capacity to what it was that you wanted to do. What opportunity you want to have. What was that experience that was going to bring you satisfaction? The choice you made in the beginning of the process. See that choice and try to feel what it would feel like if it was possible right now. Okay. I am in my vehicle and I am driving to Phoenix. I am driving to Sedona, to Cottonwood, to Texas, to California. I am at the track and I am running. I'm finally running my mile, my 2 miles, my 3 miles. I'm building my business, my online. I'm making beautiful videos, sharing my content, guiding people, teaching. Traveling with Frank and Paula. We're having fun. We're living life. We're visiting friends, vacationing with friends. And as you make that choice, I'm going to invite any resistance, any part-time personalities of this choice to come forward into the active experience. So just notice all the little voices and thoughts and images about why you can't have this choice. Just come forward. And superconscious is all of these resistance. Base neural paths light up in the active experience. Please take them off for attunement, and we'll be willing to touch on all of these memories in the perfect way, the perfect order, and just the right amount. Make a massive change in history, and everything after that, including memories 1, 2, and 3. So we're just having the neural pathways of resistance and the neural pathways of what you want to be lit up at the same time so we can join them together. Okay, superconscious, please prepare to attune all the body system related to this choice. So whether it's a digestive system, a hormone system, endocrine system, chakra, meridians, anything related to this choice, please tag and treat and highlight this particular pathway or body structure to align with the choice of the true self. The first choice, what did it want? Take a moment to see an image of what you're doing exactly what you want to do. And higher self, what body systems would need to function optimally to be able to do this? Highlight these body systems and prepare to integrate them into this attunement. All right? So just breathing. What would it feel like for your body to be fully able to live this choice? So I need you to feel it and see it see it so you can show the superconscious what it looks like when your body is creating the biochemistry, the strength, the regulation, whatever it needs to live this choice. So you're going to show your body, feeling and the image. And there might be some resistance, but that's okay. You know anything's possible. So what does the body need to be able to do this? See all the patternings and stored into the memory structure of the adult main personality. I'm driving with ease. I'm driving to Phoenix. I'm driving to Texas, to Sedona, to the Grand Canyon, all around this area and even further. I'm going on adventures, hiking with Frank and Paula. Day-long hikes. My body is strong. My muscles are strong. The heat feels good. We're going to the Grand Canyon, all around to Sedona to visit the shops, to the beaches, enjoying the water, the sun, the atmosphere, the environment, hosting my courses, building my business, living a balanced life, enjoying my marriage, enjoying my house, living life again. So the adult male personality can inform the limbic system, the hypothalamus, how to create this body patterning. And that it's a possibility to have a body that runs like this. Despite the past, our brain state creates our autonomic biochemistry, our autonomic function, and it's the brain state that needs to create this particular experience. So let's see here, higher self, can you please find any family history that might be epigenetically affecting the ability to have this desired end result? And higher self, please open up the DNA sequencing pattern of the family history and prepare the DNA to have an epigenetic switch aligned to this choice, this new choice, this future choice, and prepare to rewrite this particular sequencing. You know, just holding space, having compassion for any family history that may have informed your DNA to this point. And it's time to change, because it's time for you to take your body back. It's time for you to take over your body function. And higher self, please take any beliefs and emotions that affected the epigenetic functioning of this body. And then I want you to know, all of you that are listening, imagine what it would be like in a body. in that body, if there were no family history, any programming on your epigenetic function of what your body feels like, no trauma, no childhood pain, no pain from grief, from losing your spouse, and you are free from that 7 generations of both sides that influences our epigenetics, what's possible. You are so powerful. You can switch your epigenetic switches by claiming this body as your own, by allowing your true self to land and claim the DNA as your own. And it's been done before. We have the science to prove it. All you have to do is accept the truth. This is my body. This is my timeline. And I'm going to send the signal to my DNA right now. This is what's possible. I can change my genetic expression with my vision of what's possible and see myself without any of these memories of the past. Seeing what's possible, free of the family history. Now, higher self, please bring forward any rules and beliefs that may have been given to the body of what to eat, what to drink, what to restrict. What are the beliefs that have been programmed into the subconscious mind by authority figures or things that have been read? Please find the memory structure where all limited beliefs regarding the body and its function and capacity were created. And treat these original events, these memory structures, open up the file, unwind these memories, those imprinting, those rules, rewrite them, update them to the current timeline. My body is limitless. I am a human being of love and light that is capable of switching my epigenetics, capable of running an entire new physiology right here, right now, with my brain state, letting go of all those old rules that are limiting me, all the old memory structures that I adopted to try to keep me safe, but no longer serve my highest good, letting it all go, being right here in the body. Now once again, bring the vision again to the mind. What is it you want to be able to do? Bring it up again. Show your body, show your nervous system, so your superconscious knows what you want to be able to do in a body that is limitless. The body that can handle it, okay? And a body that is limitless. I go anywhere, do anything, anytime with anyone I want, anytime I want. I can do anything. I can drive anywhere. I can hike anywhere. I can do any marathon. I can create my businesses with ease. I can clean the house, cook, shower, bathe, eat, digest. And a body that's limitless. And superconscious higher self, I want you to treat the beliefs that I am already able to do whatever this image is. Easily, I'm already able to do this. Treat the belief until it is true, bringing that belief down into all memory structures, timeline, part-time personalities. I'm already able to do this now. I have the health to do this right now. My vital forces inside of me just waiting to be unlocked right now. I have everything I need in me to do this right now. I can do this. Treating this belief through all timelines until it is true. Higher self, please find the protected controller that is restricting believing this belief. The part of us that resists the choice because it wants to keep us safe, because of what happened in the past or what somebody has told you, and you don't want to be disappointed. So please treat all the emotions, the beliefs, the behaviors, and teach this part to join the current timeline, the adult main personality, to join this choice of I am better off and safer by going for what I truly want. And I'm better off and safer by trusting my body can handle it. Even if there's some bumps, I'm better off and safer believing I can switch my epigenetics by feeling this choice over and over and teaching my body what it would feel like. Our superconscious of please undo, rewrite the old memory that kept this part active and kept the main personality from making this choice and taking the action towards it, rewiring the memory, rewiring the past. Now I'm able to include the belief that I have the ability to do this now because I'm not in the same situation with the same body as the past. I have the ability to do this now because I'm not in the same situation with the same body as the past. That was then, this is now. That was then, this is now. That was then, this is now. And I know so much more now than I did. And my body has so much more ability to regulate now than it did because I have the tools now. And I'm just as capable as any other human in changing and improving my health and vitality. I'm able to switch my epigenetic function. And I mean a new timeline where my body is not controlled by my past. It follows my choice and my dreams and my desires. And I see the end results. I see the end results. And I see myself living this choice. And I am living and doing everything I've ever wanted to do. And having new experiences like learning how to drive. Anywhere, anytime I want to go. Going on adventures, building my businesses, enjoying my home, being with friends, socializing. Your epigenetics have changed and you're untethered from family history. Your current reality is all that is running, which is a new program free of protected memory structures. I can live this choice and I can teach my body a new timeline. I'm already able to do this now. Superconscious higher self, please continue to rewrite or reorganize all memory structures. Touch on regarding this subject, please. Any resistance that's left, just imagine putting that resistance in a big bubble in front of you. Just blowing that resistance out of your body. That was all in the past. It's just a memory structure, you guys. That's all that's creating the resistance. You see yourself separate from the memory structure. This true self. Putting that resistance in the bubble in front of you and just imagining the superconscious. See that resistance and just shrink it all the way down to zero. It's just a memory structure. My brain state is run by my current. My body is run by my current brain state in this reality. And when I am free of the past memory, I am limitless. It's only memories that keep our body limited, you guys. In this current moment, free of the past, my body is limitless. I can teach it how to function differently. And what's in the next best action step you need to take to be able to experience this goal? How can you show your body that you are in a new timeline and a new capacity? What's the next best thing you can do to prepare the body to have a new experience, to be able to have this choice, to see yourself doing that? All possibilities exist. And humans all over the world have completely changed their body function. So can higher self, ground all recorded memories into the matrix of the universe, to be retrieved by the main personality brain state at all times. From this point forward, continue to attune the subconscious to see this new reality and this new timeline, this new possibility to be able to run the autonomic nervous system in the highest and best way. Thank you.